Hey guys, Mary here, and welcome back to my Skies of Arcadia Legends Let's Play. It's been quite a while since I've done this. I had a little bit of an issue with migraines, and then once I got back to recording, I was having issues with OBS, especially with my capture cards, so it was a bit weird. I think I've finally gotten it figured out though, and we can get back into the game. That fight wasn't too interesting, but there is something interesting here, which is Uguisu's nest. Although this bird builds its nest in rock faces, for some reason they always travel northwards to human civilizations to raise their young. That is why sailors have learned to recognize these nests as signs that a human city is nearby. And from here, we're actually going to want to get ourselves about midway. I'm doing this to help you because a lot of the Yafutoma discoveries are a bit annoying and we might get interrupted in the middle of this, but most of the discoveries are kind of in the middle of nowhere, but you want to head just directly north. Ooh, and we learned Panica. Very nice. That has a chance of causing confusion. Alright, anyways, like I was saying, we kind of want to head north here. We might get interrupted in the middle of it, but there is a discovery just out in the middle of nowhere, of course. So you just kind of want to keep an eye out for that dial and see if it starts spinning. Hey, do you hear anything? I mean, besides the wind. Now that you mention it, I can hear something. I'm not sure what it is. What the? They just came out of nowhere and attacked us. It looks like we're gonna have to take them down. Battle stations, let's go. Hahaha. Do you really think you can defeat us with that big block of steel you call a ship? Prepare yourselves, strangers. Alrighty, so this one is a little interesting. You would think that, of course, you want to attack on the sea commands, but this ship has insanely high evasion. It's very fast. So we're going to go ahead and try our best to buff up here. I'm going to go ahead and use that Opawaks because I don't have the spirit points to do anything else. And then we'll go ahead and focus on Enrique. But these ships are mighty fast and they have insane evasion. I don't want to get too much into why they have high evasion because you'll find out as we play in Yafutoma what's going on. So not to spoil anything, but these ships have insane mobility and they're so cool. Look at the design on them. I love it so much. All right, let's see if we can hit them on this C-square. I'm really hoping we have some good luck here. It's not a strong ship, it's just an annoying one. And it does cast magic if I'm not mistaken, so like it hurts. It hurts quite a bit, honestly. Yes, we did it. See, you just have to connect. So on our next turn, we should be able to get it down, hopefully. Oh, a Heroku torpedo. I love the names here, but I'm probably going to pronounce things wrong. This world, area is very Japanese, Asian inspired. So I'm going to imagine that I'm not going to be able to pronounce anything, but I feel like that goes for anything that's like fantasy related. See, there's the Cristalli. They can do quite a bit of damage when they feel like it. It appears that the Yafutoman ships can climb to great altitudes. Our cannons can't reach them. Vice, our cannons will not be able to, but I bet that our torpedoes can. You should try firing them as soon as possible. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna get this heavy torpedo out there, and then hopefully we're okay. I don't have enough, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw a repair kit in there too. Oh, you can have the torpedo hit on the same round as something else. That makes sense because you can use the cannons. I don't know why I never thought about like you could use healing items at the same time. And then let's go ahead and just focus with Enrique. Hopefully everything goes well. See, I may have done overkill. We're hitting this thing. Alrighty, moment of truth. Oh, we did get it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Yeah, because these are wooden ships, if you can hit them, you do insane damage, but if you can't hit them, you're gonna be, like, crying. What appears to be the enemy's flagship is approaching. Wow. There are two boats. No, one boat. No, there's two, I think. Looks like they're planning to board us. All hands on deck. And you actually get to see a little bit of the ship. We've got Lawrence, we've got Pow, Pinta's over here being a cutie patootie. Does he have anything to say to us? Enemies are trying to board us. Oh no, we need to prepare for battle. Cute little nerd. Love him a ton. Quick reminder to heal up because I had not since the Dark Rift, and I believe this is the door we want to use to head out to the deck. I'm not entirely sure. I don't spend a lot of time on the ship, but it feels right in my heart. I feel like going down would take you to where the rest of the crew members, like Polly and them, are hanging out. Eventually I'll have to take you guys through the ship so you guys can see everything and see the crew members, because we're getting quite a few at this point in the game. Oh, I went to the lookout. Well, there's Tika Tika. Alrighty, I found the right door. Thank goodness. Oh my goodness. Westerners, we've been waiting for you. Who are you? My name is Zhao. My name is Mao. It is our mission to collect 1,000 swords. So you must pick one of two choices. Surrender and give up your weapons, or die and we take your weapons. It is up to you to decide your fate. And then of course we want to go ahead and fight. How about we kick your butts and toss you overboard? Besides, you guys are unarmed. What can you possibly do to us? If that is your decision, then we must kill you now. Okay, these guys are quite cartoonish, but what we're gonna go ahead and do is Cutlass Fury. They don't have any magic, so I'm gonna go ahead and use Ica to buff him if I can find my Glyph of Might so that Vice can do some more damage here. Fina is pretty flimsy, so I think I'm gonna put Regeneration on her. And then we'll go ahead and just have Enrique focus. There's not much else he can do at the moment. He's not doing great damage and he's still kind of squishy. Hopefully we'll get some better gear for him, but he's always been more of a support for me and like backup damage rather than just straight up a raw power like Vice is. And Vice is doing a ton of damage. He'd probably be doing more if I'd remember to put his captain's hat on him for once, which I don't think I've done at this point. These guys aren't too terribly bad though. Like I said, they don't cast magic. Once you get one of them down, the fight becomes significantly easier. They do have some special moves, and if they choose to hit Fina with them, they can do a lot of damage. I don't think they have a chance of going through like a line attack, so we'll see. Ooh, yeah, see, they do a ton of damage, even to Enrique. It looks like they're gonna go for Enrique. Oh, Fina might be stuck doing healing this round. Of course, the one character I put Regeneration on doesn't need it right now. Oh, let's go ahead and also make sure that we have our captain's hat on. Yeah, we have our black map on, of course. I just love being in encounters all the time. Alright, we'll go ahead and get rid of Zhao. Let's go ahead and have you go ahead and use a Crystales box, actually, because purple has the advantage on these guys. And then you can go ahead and heal, as always, baby girl. I think we want the Sacrum Crystal. I keep getting confused on them at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and just guard with Enrique, actually, just to keep him safe, just because he got like half his health taken out. If he gets hit again, he could be in a real pickle. Ooh, Crystales is not doing as much damage to them as I hoped, but it's better than nothing. Everybody else is good again. They are really going for Enrique, my goodness. I guess Enrique's the weaker party member. That makes sense. I spent a lot of time grinding and just leveling up with everybody else before Enrique was in the party, so I guess it makes sense. He still hasn't caught up. I feel like he levels a little bit faster when you first get him, but I think now he's kind of slowed down and we're just like way ahead of him. Go ahead and use Cutlass Fury. Ica, I'm gonna hope that you are faster than Enrique. I think you will be. If I can find the Glyph of Might, we'll go ahead and put that on Enrique. I'm gonna have the girls go ahead and focus, and then we'll go ahead and use the Royal Blade on Mao. We haven't seen the Royal Blade in quite a while, so let's see if we can get Enrique to do some damage. I kind of forgot how he was doing. Like I said, it's been so long since I could play because of my migraines and then like recording issues. So let's see. I think he'll be able to take out this, but Vice is doing 2,000 while buffed. Let's see what Enrique is doing. Around 1400. That's not too bad. Almost 1500. Westerners, you're stronger than we thought. We must report this to our commander. This is such a cool shot here. Oh my god, I love it so much. Like, this is so sick. This is just like imprinted in my memory. This is like one of those scenes that I can picture perfectly at any time. We rule the skies of Yafutoma, and we are known as Tenku. Westerners, we shall meet again. Wow, how can they fly so high? Blue moonstones hold the power of wind and water, and the Yafutoman ships are powered by these stones. By harnessing the power of the wind, their ships can reach altitudes that we can only imagine. Well, looks like we chased them off for now. We should try and find Yafutoma. Oh, and I found it! You found the Spice Island! A small remote island where a pure spring nurtures a wide variety of herbs and spices. The water in the springs has medicinal value due to the abundant herbs nearby. Perhaps this beautiful garden is the true fountain of youth. Wow, there are so many herbs and spices growing here. I've never seen so many in one place before. It's amazing. This place truly is a treasure island. But we really shouldn't disturb the island too much. Yeah, I suppose that if we took too many of the seeds and stuff, that the trees might not be able to grow back. But I'm sure it would be okay to take a little bit, right, Vice? I swear, Aika, you and your just a little bit. Alright, we'll take something with us. You received the spice kale, which is actually important for something later. You can see that it actually gives you a decent range of discovery, but what I had to do was go back to Isuku's nest, fly exactly north, and be about this high. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and actually make our way into Yafutoma now. The reason I'm not really showing the fights is there's really not that many new enemies here, so we're gonna kind of just keep going through it. But this is the perfect opportunity to go ahead and work on your purple spell lines. Ancient legends speak of Yafutoma as a mythical land to the east, covered in gold and populated by a proud, polite people. Cut off from the world by dangerous currents, it has developed a distinctive culture, first discovered by Vice, the Blue Rogue. Alrighty, and then we are going to want to go ahead and swing right. There is a discovery on this island up over here. You want to kind of make your way to the middle of it here, and you have found the Deers. Once upon a time, there was a gentle creature called the Deers that lived in the forest. The villagers believed that getting kicked by a Deers would make them rich, so they chased him around until he ran away. A Yafutoman fairy tale. I really like how the Yafutoman fairy tales are being told to us through the discoveries. I think that's really cute, and I actually think I see the discovery here. Perfect. I was worried we were gonna have to wait for these. You have found the Wanderbirds. The Wanderbirds are a large migratory bird from the far north. Revered since ancient times as symbols of long life, their cry is rarely ever heard, but the clarity and beauty of their song is said to put all other birds to shame. Yeah, but if you don't find it, they do wander around in a decent area and you can just wait here for it. Luckily, we just found it as we went through, which is absolutely perfect. We're gonna go ahead and make our way north here. Unfortunately, because the Dark Rift is to the south, we have to go all the way around through this other sky rift so that we can get to the next discovery. Alrighty, I had to go ahead and put on my white map because I was getting interrupted. Anywho's, this island is going to be a good reference point. We're going to want to go ahead and head north to it, and it's going to take us to another floating island, which will kind of act as like a guide to this next discovery. It's another one of those ones that's just floating in the middle of the sky, and it's actually right over here. So this is going to go ahead and be your next little anchor here. We're going to want to go ahead and head a little bit north from that island and just make our way straight forward. It's right about here, and you have found the Inverse Isle. A strange island where the trees and everything else are upside down. The current theory is that this confusing phenomenon may be caused by a flux in the gravitational pull caused by the presence of black moonstones at the center of the Dark Rift. Yeah, so interesting to find, just in case you are still struggling. It's about south of where the Dark Rift and the regular Sky Rift meet, right about there on the map. Alright, I think this is going to go ahead and be a good fight to show off the Jellicra and the Grost. The Jellicra are kind of tanky, However, they are easy enough to take out with a Cutlass Fury, but they cast Drill Nose, so they can be very annoying. That hits the entire party, and I have gotten absolutely wrecked by a group of them before. The Wevlam is just a wind attack, so if your guys are standing close like this, they'll take a little bit of damage, but it's really not that bad. Really what gets you is the fact that they weaken you, and the fact that their regular attack can cause poison, which is super unfortunate. There goes Aika with the counter. Very nice. Aika can almost take him out in one hit too, which is pretty cool. But the Ghost really aren't anything special. They're a little bit annoying, but they're super flimsy. A Lambda Burst or a Pyre can take them out really quick. Nice. Good job, Enrique. Oh, and there's the poison I was talking about. And we should have them right here. Honestly, it's pretty easy to get rid of all of these guys once you have like Rain of Swords. But Cutlass Fury if there's one Jellicra, and use Pyre. Honestly, it's super simple. Love these guys, though. They have been quite interesting. They did almost get me when there was like a 6 Jellicra in one fight, just because I was weakened so bad, and they casted like Slipara with the Go Looper. I was like, oh no. And we got a Moonberry there, which is pretty cool. I realized I forgot a discovery, so just to give you guys an idea of where I am on the map, we are actually missing this discovery right here. You have found the Guardian Walls. A massive fortress built by an ancient Yafutoman king. Rather than as a form of defense, the walls were said to have been built so that lookouts could spot enemy ships before they got too close to the city they were trying to defend. The water is so clear. It's beautiful. I wonder where we are. Huh? Wow, that ship. It's so huge. Are those Westerners? They dress funny. Hey look, their hair isn't black. I wonder what they eat to make their hair that color. My hair is really going to stand out over here. Invaders, why have you come to Yafutoma? These lands are protected by Mount Kazai and the Blue Moon. Under the sovereign reign of Lord Mikado, invaders will be punished. Yafutoma, is this really Yafutoma? Yes, you have invaded Yafutoman lands. We did it! We did it! We're in Yafutoma! Yeah! Well done, Vice. This will be recorded in the history books. How dare you invade our lands? I shall strike you down where you stand. Wait, don't attack them. Visitors, our primary responsibility is to defend Yafutoma. Please forgive our rush to arms. Lord Mikado has said that he would like to speak with you. Please, if you would come with me. Lord Mikado? I suppose he is probably the king of these lands. We should follow him. So, you came from the land where the sun sets. Welcome to Yafutoma. My daughter Mogi has always been intrigued by the West, haven't you, my dear? Yes, father. Please, I would love to hear all about your homeland. And if there's anything that we can do for you, just ask. Sure, but I don't want to be too much of a burden. King Mikado, as an advisor of the royal court, I must say that I am opposed to the idea of foreigners entering our lands. Foreigners have only brought us disaster. We must cleanse them from our lands immediately. I agree with my father. Though Westerners can only bring us trouble, we should dispose of them at once. They are our guests. We must welcome them. They can teach us a great deal about the West, and there is much that we can teach them as well. But I would like to know why you have traveled to Yafutoma. We're searching for the moon crystals to prevent our enemies from using them to destroy the world. The blue crystal? I think you are referring to the jewel that has the powers of the blue moon. The object that you are searching for lies underneath Mount Kazai. Here in Yafutoma, we refer to the object as the Magasphere. Mount Kazai is considered by our people to be a holy mountain, and deep within the mountain lies an azure-colored jewel. Our ancestors passed the jewel to successors of the throne. After the cataclysm, the jewel was sealed inside Mount Kazai. An azure-colored jewel? Vice, that has to be the moon crystal. At one time, Mount Kazai was a volcano, and there's no known way inside. The Magosphere has been lost since the days of the old world. If you were to retrieve it for us, we would be eternally grateful. So the Magosphere is at the bottom of that huge mountain. Leave it to us. Don't worry, we'll get it back for you. Alrighty, so we're in another one of my favorite places in the game. It is just so gorgeous and so beautifully detailed. But I do have to be a little bit careful because the water does make me nauseous here. Hopefully I won't have to do a voiceover here, but like, it might happen. I'm gonna try my best to just stare at the back of Vice's head aggressively. So we are down in the main area. Ooh, what's this little weird bird? Coquetta, cluck, cluck, cluck. This bird, it's kind of cute, don't you think? Kind of cute, kind of cute. My goodness, it's mimicking you. Don't you go teaching it any naughty words now, Vice. Kind of cute, kind of cute. Oh, it is kind of cute. I like that a lot. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and make our way over to the right here. And we're gonna want to go ahead and get onto one of these tugboats here. Super cute, honestly, I adore it. But this is the part where I'm definitely going to get nauseous if I'm not too careful. So if you're like me and you get nauseous from older video games or movement in video games, just be mindful that this might kick your butt and you might want to take it a little slow or like stare at a wall or something while you move. It is what it is, but we're actually going to go ahead and make our way back across the bridge because there is a valve that we need to go ahead and press. And don't worry, this valve will eventually reset. I believe it resets if you go into like a loading screen for a new area, but I don't think it'll reset if you go into any of the shops here. But we're just going to go ahead and make our way back to our little tugboat. All right, now that we're back in our tugboat, and my cat has settled himself in, we're gonna go ahead and make our way across to the little chest here that was previously blocked by this little bridge here. If I could get off of my little tugboat, my goodness. And inside the chest is a moonberry, which is pretty cool. We're stacking those up again, which is exciting. We might be able to get some new moves here pretty soon. Looking forward to that. A lot of the in-game moves are freaking awesome. There's actually a little chest here that you can see that we'll have to go through the shop to get. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and make my way off of this waterfall. Oh, you must be the Westerners they're all talking about. I'm Kerala. I'm the best builder in the country. So what do you think of our town? I bet you don't see such fine structures in your country. Nah, it's nothing special. That is so rude. You're right about that. What a difference between seeing something and only hearing about it. You've really got a fine-looking town here. Do you really think so? Well, it sure warms my heart to hear you say that. Say, maybe I should go back west with you and visit your country. I could probably show you Westerners a thing or two that would really amaze you. Hey, what are you gonna do about this place then? It's still under construction. Not to worry, this is my own house. It was getting pretty old, so I decided to remodel. Well then, it's decided. I'll go back with you to your country and build all sorts of things for you. Incidentally, I have a little sister named Urala. You might want to give her a holler too. Alrighty, so now that we've gotten Kerala as a builder, we can go ahead and make our way back up. I love all the weird, funky ways of getting around in this place. It's honestly pretty awesome. Also, those ducks were so cute. I got distracted by how cute these ducks are. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. We're gonna go ahead and just make our way over to this little shop here. It is so cute and disconnected from things, which I just absolutely adore. I remember walking around this as a child just being absolutely confused and being like, wait, where the heck do I even go? Oh, please come in. What can I get you? Looks like they have waitresses in Yafutoma too. Waitress? I'm sorry, we don't have anything like that on hand. You misunderstood. We were talking about you. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was what you wanted to order. Don't mention it. We're the ones who should apologize. We're in a bit of a rush right now, but we'll come back another time, okay? Alright. Thank you for coming in. Say, are you by any chance Kerala's little sister? Yes, I am, but why do you ask? I thought so. Actually, Kerala has decided to join the crew of our ship as a builder. We're wondering if you might be interested in joining our crew too. Me? But unlike my sister, I'm not good for much of anything besides cooking. Cooking is a perfectly fine skill to have. How would you like to join our crew as a cook? Sure, okay, if my sister's joining too. But are you sure that I qualify for the job? Of course you do. You can make us all kinds of tasty Yafutoman dishes. Whoa, I'll really do my best. Thank you so much. Alrighty, so we have gotten our 2 new crew members. I'm wondering if we can do anything with this tea house owner. Now that Yorola is leaving here, it feels like a part of this place is leaving with her. She brought so much life into this place. Without her, this place will feel so empty. But she is free to live her own life. I wish her the best of luck. Oh, that's so sad. Well, sorry to steal the life of the place, but we need more crew members as always. Alrighty, so we have made it across the water, and there is actually going to be a cham over here by the waterfall next to these 2 little kids here that are bickering about something. No, I don't want to practice sailing. I don't care if I can't sail a tub ship. Prince Daigo will come back home by himself just fine, even if I don't go searching for him. Come on, hurry up and get in. You said you'd practice sailing in this tub ship. If you can't even sail a tub ship, you're never going to be able to help search for Prince Daigo. Oh, I guess the prince is missing. I didn't even know that. You wouldn't know that unless you talked to them. That is so funny. I love how they just decided to do a little lore drop there if you stop and talk to characters. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way into the weapons merchant shop. There is actually a very, very important item in here. Come right on in. What can I get for you? So, I'm not going to go over every item because I don't care. But this sword and blade you definitely want to get, and make sure you hold on to it because you need it for a crew member later, so definitely don't get rid of that. Tinku is the name of a gang of outlaws. They go around seizing weapons and spouting something about how bare hands are more powerful. You say you ran into a Tinku. You're lucky you got away without losing your weapons or your life. Basically, everything in that shop is an upgrade, so you're definitely going to want to go ahead and grab it. And then we've got the item merchant. I don't feel like I'm going to need a lot from her. Unfortunately, I've kind of stockpiled myself. The Great Wall that surrounds this island was built by our ancestors in order to protect the country. But the Great Wall isn't what really protects us. What really protects us is the blue winds. Yeah, so not a lot that I needed in there, just some healing crystals, of course. And then you're going to want to go ahead and go out this back door and grab the treasure chest in here for 3,000 gold. And then we can go ahead and make our way over to the ship's part merchant and continue the story. I got one. Don't talk to me now. I've got to land him this time. For fish that taste as good as sashimi, you have to go into the water. I'm gonna catch me a few and have them for dinner tonight. But you're not in the water. Anywho's, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this part here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.